First of all, congratulations. The fact that you are here tells me something very, very important. You are actively looking for ways to improve your business, sharpen your skills, and create better outcomes for your clients. Most agents never take these steps that you're taking. Most agents continue doing the same thing while they're hoping for different results. And you did not do that right now. And that is exactly why I created this framework. Okay, my name is Malik Idris Tenuche, and I'm the founder of Leak Agency. Over the years, I have spent countless hours studying the sales, psychology, objection handling, client behavior, the systems to put in place, and the business automations around businesses. And after researching multiple industries, I became so fascinated by, this one industry, the real estate. For one reason, you see, the real estate is one of the few industries where, a single conversation can generate a lifetime changing revenue. I mean it. Yet, despite the incredible opportunity that is available in the industry, many talented agents like you struggle with the same problem. You tell by the leads are going cold, prospects stop responding, follow-ups are being forgotten, objections aren't handled, they're not handled properly. And commissions that should have been earned got disappeared. And what's very, very interesting about this industry is that these problems aren't, really caused by your lack of effort or, by lack of, hard working. You see, most real estate agents work hard. The real issue is that they are trying to manage a modern business with outdated system. This is where the framework comes in. And I want to make one thing clear with you, okay? I'm not here to teach you another lead gen strategy, like a Trojan horse strategy. I'm not here to sell you any BS guide or any guru guide. No, I'm not here to tell you spend money on ads and show you how to use complicated technology. Instead, I'm here to show you how modern real estate agents are helping and using knowledge, systems, and automation to solve real life problems for themselves that are already costing them money, costing you money. Because getting more lead does not matter if you're losing the ones you already have. Okay. Now I want to be sincere with you. More traffic does not solve a broken process. Okay. More inquiries do not fix your portfolio up. More ads do not solve uncertainty. The goal is not to work harder, okay? The goal is very, very simple. It's to build a system that works for you, a system that helps you respond faster, handle objections better, create more certainty for your client, for your prospect, build more trust with your leads, and ultimately close deals without you lifting a simple finger. Now, I can actually tell you that in your mind, you might be thinking, it's unbelievable, okay? So without being said much, you see, the future belongs to the agents who are ready to combine their human expertise and modern systems. So my goal is to help you become one of them. So now let's begin, okay? So you have gotten the guide right now and you're looking at it. It's very, very simple. Now this is the certainty, framework that I want you to understand, okay? Take your time. I'm not here to try to rush you into anything, okay? I want you to grow as a real estate agent and be the top 1% I am working with currently right now, okay? So let's talk about the era. Let's talk about the industry. Most of you have not realized that the real estate industry has evolved. It has changed right now. Right now, we have real estate agents who are still using the 1950s, sales habits to lose deals to, agents who are using AI. And I do not want you to be part of that. You need to understand that automation right now has come into every industry. It has played a huge part into every industry out there. Just the medical industry. Now, let's talk about the sincere fact we must all know. You see, every lead that walks in through your ad, through every of your lead source, right, are talking to multiple agents. When a prospect inquires about a property, they rarely contact just one person or they think it's only you. They contact about 5 to 10 persons sometimes. So the first response wins. You see, the first agent who responds professionally earns trust, and trust creates appointments. So my friends, what am I talking about? I'm talking about speed is your edge over your competitors. So in 2026, your responsiveness is no longer a bonus. It is the baseline of expectations, okay? Every minute counts. Every minute you delay is a window for another agent to step in and take your deal. Right now, it's currently happening. Genuinely ask yourself. You see, one lead can actually make contact with about, 100 agents, 50 agents, 60 agents, right? Because at that moment, they are in a hole, they're in a black hole, they're in a problem, they want to solve it, they're in pain, they want to solve it. So the first person to respond is the first person to expect the appointments. Yeah. Now this moves us to the 3 questions every agent must ask as your real estate agent. What are the 3 questions you must ask? Now, most agents know how many listings they have, but you do not know how many opportunities are silently leaking from your pipeline. Okay. What gets measured gets improved, and what gets ignored will always get lost. Now, I want to handle these 3 questions for you. You see, your first question is, how quickly do I respond to your inquiries? Is it a 5-minute window? Is it a 1-hour window? Now, your response time is the first impression you never see yourself making. You see, genuinely ask yourself this question. Okay. Secondly, you need to ask yourself this question: how consistently do I follow up with my leads? Inconsistent follow up is the single largest source of silent deals being lost in real estate agent. Trust me. Okay. If you're a real estate agent and you're currently watching, you will genuinely know that it is part of it. Okay. Then thirdly, you need to ask yourself these questions: how many deals am I losing without realizing it? The most agents who have the dangerous leaks are the ones who never notice it. Yeah, I think about 60% of real estate agents I have worked with, when you ask them this question, they are flawed out. So what we do is that we implement an AI system to actually see the flaw of how they are leaking their lead, their leads out of their pipeline. There is so many opportunities leaving the team. Now let's talk about the hidden cost of slow follow-up around your system, around the outdated system you're using. Right now, if you're currently watching me, once again, congratulations that you've reached up to this point. It shows you want to grow yourself. So now I want to show you the silent lead. For every 100 leads that come through any source like ads or Facebook content or Instagram content, right? The most real estate agent convert fewer than just 3. Not because the leads are bad or they are fake or because your systems aren't good, but because the processes are broken down. Simple. Number one, no consistent follow-up. Your lead goes cold after 1 or 2 attempts with no structure nurturing sequence. Now, what do I mean is that most real estate agents go for just 1 to 2 attempts, maybe not 3. You see, a lead in the real estate industry, an average lead in the industry must have 5 to 6 touch points at least. And most of you are just attempting 1 or 2. So you need to actually change that. Now, secondly, we have objection tracking. Patterns in buyer hesitation go unnoticed and unresolved. Now, let's say for an example, buyers are always going to have objection on every property or every listing they view on your website, and they ask you these questions. The next thing you start doing as a real estate agent is to defend yourself. You don't defend yourself in front of your buyers or your prospects. It becomes so about you, not about them. So you're not tackling their problem, rather you're defending themselves, which actually makes them uncertain not to come back to you. So that is why sometimes they go silent. They tell you, I'm coming back. You have this question. So most real estate agents do not have a read problem. You have a system problem. Your leads are entering, they're entering the business, but nobody is consistently following up, tracking the objection or nurturing prospect. The money are leaking through the cracks. So you need to understand this. Then lastly, you do not have a system that has a long-term nurturing. It's very, very important because your long-term buyers who actually follow up the radar, they are already maybe ready to commit themselves, but you don't have a system that goes on following up. You see, the average real estate agents buyers, which is the lead, take about 6 to 12 months in to get that 100% to commit themselves buying from you or buying through you or going through you. Now, I want to tell you how I've been able to change my client perspective in the real estate industry. Now, I want to show you how top real estate agents are handling objections today. The top real estate agents don't view objections as rejection. So you need to understand, you don't need to tell the leads that you're best at what you're doing. Rather, you take from an action. Now, they view them as data. You see, every real estate agent out there that are very top view every objection as a data. Every objection reveals exactly what a prospect needs before making any decision. So you need to clear the air. You need to make them certain. When you defend yourself, like I told you before, they are uncertain and you start hearing so many annoying questions from them. Now, the old ways of actually handling objection, you go on manual call without tracking this lead. You do random memory-based message. You try to remember random messages. You follow up only when you remember because you're a human, right? You have so many on your decks, right? Objections are handled inconsistently. You see what I'm talking about? Then if we go to the modern way, automated reminders and sequence, AI-assisted objection response, lead qualification system, consistent data-driven nurturing. Now, the agents winning today are tracking objections, patterns, and responding faster. They are not working harder than you, but they are only working smarter than you. So you need to understand this in 2026. Now, I want to discuss something for you right now. This is very, very important. This is how I change the workflow, the system in your real estate business. Now, imagine a lead receiving an instant response whenever they reach your pipeline. It could be your website or your landing page where you have these listings, right? Let's say for an example, every inquiry entry has a system. Exactly the system, a zero prospect forgotten. Now, it's not going to forget any prospect. That is the power of combining real estate expertise, your real estate expertise with a modern AI, system. Now, this is not talking about replacing agents, no, but it's making them dramatically more effective in their industry. And I can prove it to you right now. Okay, so you can see it. The first thing a lead comes in is we're going to ask them a lead. We're going to go through a proper lead inquiry. Then when you have a lead inquiry, we have an AI response, which is an AI agent that will be at the background. It will be in various channels, a WhatsApp, a phone call, a text message, Instagram. Then we go for a qualification. Now, this qualification is to filter out the leads, right? It's very, very important. It's to filter out the leads. Now, you have many various leads that are coming from, Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Now it's not everybody that's going to buy. You want to know the qualified lead, so you don't come in and waste your time. You waste your days with that lead. Now this system is going to have you qualify this lead by their intent, their budget, and whether they are pre-approved or they are going for a loan, if it's cash or it's no. These kind of things, this kind of setting is what this system is going to give you. Then it's going to match property for you also and schedule a viewing automatically. But if the lead is actually hot, the system is going to send the leads to you. So you can see that everything is flawless in this kind of system we implement for real estate agents. So I want to tell you something. You see, the modern follow-up framework is not theoretical. Okay. Top performing agents are running this exact sequence today, closing more deals with the same, leads, with the same, leads the same amount of money you spend on leads right away, but effective system. So you need to understand this. Now, I want to ask you something. After acquiring the modern follow-up framework, this is what you get. What of if you can reply in seconds? I'm not talking about 2 minutes, I'm not talking about 5 minutes, but in seconds instead of hours. Okay. Now, this is going to increase your conversion rate and your conversation rate 3 times more. Faster responses can convert cold inquiries to active dialogues. You have 60% more of appointment, consistent follow-up, and dramatically, increased viewing rates coming from your leads. Then you have 2 times more deals closed in a month or more than a month. A better processes of active systems. So congratulations guys for watching me, and thank you very much for watching this video. Now I want you to get the real estate framework. I'm sorry that this video is divided into 2. Okay, now I want you to watch this. You see, get the framework. And thank you very much for actually watching, because it's very highly important to watch these videos before you actually download the framework. Now it is a practical framework for you. Immediately implementable system showing you how modern real estate agent can improve their response time and handle objections, follow up effectively, completely for free. I am not actually holding anything on you to actually buy you. There is no pressure mounted on you. Okay, so what I want you to do is to send me the word framework, and I will send it to you directly. If you can't actually access it in the Notion, but it's actually after this video, you can just go there. So I'm not hard selling anything to you, just a system that can put the work on your table today for you. Okay, because the future does not belong to the real estate agent who work harder right now. Okay, it will belong to the agent who build better systems for themselves, who build a better environment for themselves. Okay, now the question is, will you keep following up like it is 1956, or you start selling like it's 2026? Okay, so this is me, and what I want you to do is very, very simple. Okay, it's very simple. You can look at my Instagram, my Instagram page right there is down. You can get these. You can get to me on my Instagram page for free for any advice, personal advice. Like I still told you, it's free from me. I'm ready. Then you can actually book a free one-on-one live call with me. I am not going to sell you anything. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm just going to go through your current processes. Okay, through your current process. After getting my guide, you can come to me and ask for advice through your current processes, and I will actually see the flaws to take out and solve your problem. Okay.